he was sharing at the sound of those fateful words. The stars that shone their brightest, the waters that were witness to the sound of those faithful words. Yet there was a darkness, not all went as expected. Where does unrequited love go? Does it disappear when it hears at all? Where does a broken heart fall into the hands of him who created all? Years later they were wed, not to each other but instead their hearts found others and they loved them well. They met again one day at the cross their fears lay, both so happy yet the tears fell. But there was no sadness, for in the God they trusted. Where does unrequited love go? Does it disappear when it hears at all? Where does a broken heart fall into the hands of him who created all? They could not have united, so bitter and so frightened. Their father knew what he was doing. He gave them love and passion in their reunions. Where does unrequited love go? Does it disappear when it hears at all? Where does a broken heart fall into the hands of him who created all? Who created all? Alright, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this original song that I have sung. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of background on this song because it just kind of sounds a little bit disconnected, because the title is the work of his hands, and the song, I mean, like between the chorus and the verses, there's not a whole lot of stuff in common, I guess. And so basically I based it off of a book. Like I was reading a book yesterday, and I was like one of the people in it was wondering where unrequited love went, because, you know, long story short, I'm not going to explain the whole thing, because if you guys want to read this book, I've got a picture like here. It's called The Love Letter by Rachel Hawk. Really great book. I totally recommend it if you guys like historical fiction, romance novels, whatever. But the thing is, there are two stories going at once. There's a modern day romance, and there's a romance set 250 years ago. And basically the two characters of the, you know, a long time ago story, they both think that like their love is unrequited, which it isn't. Like there's this whole thing, like, is their love enough for the other person? Because, you know, of course there are going to be things that have gone wrong and whatever. And so in the end they don't end up together. So I hope, you know, you guys have already read the book, so I didn't spoil it for you. And so they don't end up together. They both go their own way. The girl goes to England, falls in love again, and gets married. The guy stays in South Carolina, falls in love again, and gets married. And then they meet again like almost 10 years later. And you know, like, they're both okay with their situation. They're both contented. They're both happy. They've both, you know, trusted God with their future. And it's just kind of this, like, this whole question. I don't know if you guys have read the book, if you had the same wondering, but like, what happens to unrequited love? Like, when it's actual love, does it just like die? Does it live on? Does it, like, what happens? Because, you know, they both have families now, and they meet again, and it's like, oh, this could not be very good. But I mean, I don't know, they obviously got over each other, and, you know, of course they're still very like, you know, they're still very attached to each other, but only as the best of friends, and instead of, you know, being lovers again. And so that is, this is kind of, you know, like, of course, lipstick, you know, 250 years ago, I don't know if they wore it or not, but this is just kind of a story sort of based off of that, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to share how I got inspired to write this song. And so, the work of his hands, the title, you know, I was wondering what to call the song, because I know I wanted to post it, but I really had no idea of what to call it. So I was thinking, and I was like, should I call it as Unrequited Love Go? But then I was like, that's kind of a little bit long as a title, and also the whole song is not based off of that, so, you know, I didn't want other people to think, like, you know, my family kind of gets on to me for always singing sad love songs, and so I wanted to kind of change that, and I've been talking for like 2 minutes, but the title, it came from the story, which, like, they were in these awful situations. I mean, they left, like, like, the girl got rejected one too many times, and so she left. And I mean, like, I can't even imagine how awful that must feel, because, like, they knew the other loved them, but they thought that it wasn't enough. And so, like, you see how God turned their pain. Like, she had to move away from her father, from this guy, you know, to go back to England, and there was the war going on and everything. And so, like, the worst situation got turned into something beautiful. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the song and my little explanation, and if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe as always, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.